XRP is sitting at a very volatile price point right now. No, this isn't my opinion. I'm going to show you some charts. We're also going to talk about people pulling out of Bitcoin, along with XRP and 500 other cryptos out there being newly listed in a country, along with commodities. We're also going to hit up XRP price action. And with pulling out being the theme, wanted to say to everyone, Happy Father's Day to you. And get your minds out of the gutter. We're talking about financial pulling out. Bitcoin sitting at 26,507, E 1734, both of them pretty much moving sideways here last 24 hours. XRP sitting at 48.9. I'm going to show you some very interesting things about XRP and the price that they're sitting at right now. It's not going to last long. Bitcoin balance on exchanges plunges. Yes, pulling out funds, pulling out Bitcoin. Why? Volatility. Exchanges, Coinbase, along with Binance. And Bitcoin is really big for both of them. So if the SEC goes after them, what's going to happen? People are going to pull out. I told you, get your mind out of the gutter. It's financial talk. Happy Father's Day. This marks a notable decrease in on-exchange reserves and could be an indication of growing uncertainty among investors following recent regulatory moves. The plunge comes amid regulatory headwinds for Binance and Coinbase. Here we go. Bitcoin balance on exchanges reached a 3-month low of 2,281,000. The previous was 2,282,000, observed on the 17th of June, 2023. That was this most recent one. We have to go 3 months ago to get that low of storage of Bitcoin on exchanges, right? Think when the price was popping, 30,000, yeah, get it. But now when the price is down, I mean, that you could tell people are taking it off. They're pulling it out. XRP Cardano given green light in Indonesia. A total of 501 cryptocurrencies covering almost all tokens recognized as securities by the SEC. Cryptocurrencies in India are traded alongside commodities contracts under the Oversight Commodities Future Trading Regulatory Agency. The Trade Ministry's Future Exchange Supervisory Board released its official page document titled, translated into English, Regulation of the Commodities Trading Supervisory Agency. There you go. And here's the tweet from Woo Blockchain. As always, any article in this video along with my Twitter information will be linked down below. Indonesian government has released a list of tradable cryptocurrencies. And again, a lot of them, the SEC is saying, hey, these are securities, but we're going to get to that here soon. And then XRP price action. Brad's got some things to say about SEC securities. Ripple case nears conclusion, but the fight for clarity must continue, says Brad Garlinghouse. Couple quotes from Brad, and then we're going to hit prices. On a June 17th video, Garlinghouse said the Hinman document suggests that the SEC knowingly created confusion about the rules and that they use confusion through enforcement. We know here that recently the SEC has been pressed by Coinbase and has been said, hey, look, what are the rules? Define security, define commodity. And the SEC is like, we're not going to tell you. Again, making it the water's dirty, mucking them up so that there's confusion, so that they can exploit previous laws and try to apply them to something that obviously needs new sets of standards. In his remarks, Garlinghouse strongly criticized the SEC's action, describing them as a clear case of bad faith, plain and simple. Imagine if you want to open up a business, but you're not really too sure what the hell the rules are for that business. But you know that they're going after businesses in your industry, and you're like, but hey, can I get rules? And they're like, no, you can't get rules. Yeah, but I don't want you to go after me. Oh, well, that's okay. You just have to hang out, fill out all these forms. It's really easy. It costs you $2 million, takes you about 5 years, no big deal. And you're like, yeah, but I mean, what are the rules? I don't want to go through this process unless I know what the rules are. Well, no. You got to start investing money before we tell you what the rules are. And even then, we're not going to tell you the rules. We're just going to make stuff up as we go along. Because we'll give you approval like Coinbase, but then what's going to happen is years later, we're going to go after you, even though you've been open with us. And that's how the SEC works. He believes this attitude was present from the very beginning of the lawsuit, which was initially filed in December of 2020. I said that things happen at this price, and oh my, there couldn't be more truth being told right here. Check this out. Price we're at right now is 48.8. I've got it up on the screen. You see that hash line that goes across the screen? Do you see how zero time is spent there? That is either XRP moving on the way up or moving on the way down. Clear as day. That hash line, where we're at right now price-wise, that's the movement zone. That's not a loading zone. That's not where we go sideways. That's not where we spend time accumulating. That's either where it's popping or dropping. Where you see us, though, accumulating is in these zones right here. North of 45, all right, all the way up to just under 48. All right, you can see plenty of time spent here. Time from the 21st of April all the way through to the 7th of May. You had another section right here, 18th of May, 25th of May. So you had good times in those loading zones, but right now the price where we're at, no way. We're either moving on the way up or down, and when we zoom in on the charts, you could see we've got candlesticks pointed on the way up. That 48 cent mark is funky because the market doesn't stay there, it moves through it. Right now we're on an upswing. These most recent trends, they're not lasting. Let's just be fair here, they're not lasting. But if these most recent trends get repeated, we're going to see this move on yet up above north of 50. If that's the case, that would be very, very healthy because that means the move sub 50 wouldn't be that long. Look at this. When that move broke sub 50 last time, okay? And we were sitting here just kind of getting low price action. That was from the 30th of May all the way on over to April 19th. That's a long time. But if this move here is only doing it from, say, June 14th all the way up to maybe the 21st, it's only a week. That's a huge improvement. Then we get to push north of 50 again. Then we get to see what kind of volume we get to back it up. Pretty neat observational stuff when you look at the charts other than wedges and patterns and all that kind of funky stuff. This is not a loading zone right now. This is a movement price point right now for XRP. All eyes are going to be on it. What's interesting about this is happening on a Sunday. Maybe we get, again, we know, not maybe, but we know we're going to get bigger volume on the business week again, right when Monday fires back up. Going to have more volume. Volume is key. I know you see it behind me. Low volume is the biggest problem. That's just plaguing crypto in general. People pulling out, right? Pulling out their Bitcoin out of the two biggest exchanges, Coinbase and Binance. You got the SEC being very, very vague about rules. I gave a pretty good analogy earlier of what it would be like to work with the SEC. You've got XRP and 500 other cryptos out there in Indonesia being listed alongside with commodities. Awesome to see. They're not necessarily listed as commodities, but they're being regulated within that pool. So characteristics and likeliness of it. Pretty interesting stuff here because that's what we're fighting for in the United States. Clarity on rules. And just could you imagine how much bigger the crypto market would be if we had more legitimate U.S. investment involved? More businesses, more people that wanted to put stuff on their books, store of value. Crypto would be so much bigger off. But remember, just because the U.S. is involved doesn't mean crypto's dead. It's far from it. But it's always nice to have the bags from the United States that represent approximately 24% of global GDP. Some good bags to be pumped in industry. Now I've got a few workouts to do today. Also going to hang out with my dad. Happy Father's Day, like I said. Till more news breaks, I will catch you cool cats later. Father's Day, workout, pre-burn, know the drill.